All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
yeah, hey, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they frontin' they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony, ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king?
He's heating up!
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm fusing, they cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Hey, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They are controlling the youth. Agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with the Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got to that. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah.
Here's the thing.
Go to the fucking gym!
Fat phobia.
Swole Normith.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles, testicles. Ooh. Welcome everyone to episode 1970 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam-wise? Happy Tainty Tuesday. It is Tainty Tuesday after all. It is Tuesday, October the 5th. We are into the month. We're about a week into Swoletober. So welcome to another month of making sick fucking gains right here on the Mancast. Make sure you hit that like button. And of course, make sure that you are subscribed to the Mancast, to all the podcasts. Fam, I don't know if you know this, but we got a lot of Mancasting going on. Whoa, everything just kind of, holy shit, everything just kind of reset. Hold on a second. What we got here? Uh-oh. What happened? We're good? Oh, we're good. That was ridiculous. All my monitors just completely went out and went back on. So we're still live. We're looking good. All right. We got a couple shows. If you are subscribed already on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you bang your ear holes with the knowledge cock, check out the other shows. We have brand new Swolenormous audio experience, Cock Nuggets. Daily Cock Nuggets over there. Great little content, great little snippets. So if you want to slap yourself across the tits, get some Swolosophy, make sure you're subscribed to the Swolenormous audio experience as well. Just type in Swolenormous on your favorite app and you can find all the podcasts, and you can also check out the Red, White, and Swole podcast and the Swolenormous Procast. And we are going to be having some more episodes of those coming soon eventually, but the priorities, the most consistent mancasting is done on the Daily Swole and the audio experience. Check out all of those. Subscribe. Yes, we have more cock for you. More. Always more. All right, fam. So yesterday was our weekly accountability meeting. So we smashed that. We had some brand new releases. It was awesome. So a shout out to our Swole card winner, Christopher. That was fucking unreal. And if you listen to the audio, I definitely shared that post. And I will be soon on some Forging Pillars. But an amazing story, and we're proud of you. Keep on crushing it. Oh my God, yesterday's episode was great. So if you're a member inside Swolenormous X, you can check out the episode Inside Swole TV in your priority access section. And if you're not yet a member, why are you not a member? Join over there at swolenormousx.com, because it is fuck your resolution season. Fuck your resolutions. Go fuck your resolutions. Go fuck yourself. Save up to 37% on memberships. Unlimited memberships are off the fucking chain, and a little extra incentive for those of you that are thinking about going unlimited. Use code FYR10. That's fuck your resolutions 10, FYR10, and get an extra $10 off when you sign up for an unlimited membership. So that's only because you're a listener of the show. So if anyone else is going to the page like a jabroni, they're still going to get a cool fuck your resolution special for a limited time. But if you're a listener of the Mancast, make sure you check it out and use FYR10 so you can save an extra $10 when you sign up. Isn't that great? Isn't that fucking great? More applause.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did.
Why not? Why not join the fam? Surround yourself with the best people. Imagine how many nips you're going to surround yourself with. Just imagine. Just think. You sign up and all of a sudden you're surrounded with amazing nips. Just tons and tons of Swole fam nips, rock hard all the time. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that great?
Come on, man.
A little bit weird? A little bit weird? Too much? A little bit too much? All right. Let's get this nut busted open. It's too much and then we're going to go bust a nut. Let's get the nut busted open. Let's get Tessie out of here. Let's summon the Falcon and let's get into today's episode because it's going to be fire. Glad you're here. Let's fucking go. Falcon. Did you knock the camera out of alignment? What is going on with you? Oh my God. It's always something.
USA, greatest country in the world.
There we go. Little fumble. Oh, shut up. You're fine. You're fine. Nothing bad happened. Leo's still drinking. You're fine. You're all fine. Kind of like drop the nut a little bit. Let's see here. Let's zoom in a little bit. It looks like a little bit off center. What's going on with this? Falcon, did you fuck this shit up? I don't want to hear it. No one cares. Tainty Magooch. Hashtag Tainty Magooch because it's Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a boosh or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Falcon, it looks like you jacked up Tessie. What's with her horn? What'd you do? What'd you do with her horn? What happened? What have you done? What hath you done? Oh my God. What'd you do to this girl? What'd you do to this chick? All right. What is a Tainty Magooch? Now, a lot of you that might be listening for the first time, you might be joining for the first live stream ever. And all of a sudden there's a lot of it's Tainty Tuesday. There's a Tainty Magooch. There's a Falcon. There's a Tessie. There's, there's just like, there's busting of a nut. There's knowledge cock. You're lost. You're like, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing here? Why don't you let everyone know in the comments down below? What is a Tainty Magooch? What is a Tainty Magooch and why do you not want to be one? So drop that in the comments down below while we get into that tip. Shall we? Yeah, we're about to get into that tip. It's about to get a lot worse or better. Depends on how you look at it. Moisturize and spit. You got to make it. Just an inch. It's cold outside. It is a little bit chilly. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things that we got dropping today. We got a brand new Nuts on Chin on the Swolenormous YouTube channel. Let's get some gorillas for that. How diet culture sneaks into your child's lunchbox.
Matt Damon.
How about some real food sneaking into your kid's lunchbox? How about that? How about we put some real food in there? Anyone? That could be a good idea. We got a clip on the Daily Swole channel right here. Fat shaming, is it real? James Corden. Yes. I have some questions about him. Or they, whatever it is. Is fat shaming real? And I guess, yes, there is shame exists. You can shame someone, but you could shame yourself. You could take personal responsibility and stop making excuses. I think a little shame is good because if you have shame, it means you know you're doing shit wrong. It means you're not actually living virtuously. You're not taking care of your health. You're lying to yourself. Integrity is a real fucking thing. Integrity is a real thing. And for those of you that haven't checked out the brand new drops over at papaswolio.com, check it out. Check all the apparel out. Swole Privilege, Red, White, and Swole, Guns, Bacon, and Freedom, Tess Hornaday, Taint Length Matters. Go to the fucking gym apparel, everything over there. Because you're listening to the show, use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. And of course, the Swole variant, get infected today. If you're not infected yet, I think we're getting a lot of people infected in the Swole fam. We've been seeing pictures. And people are saying, I'm sorry to break it to you, fam. I'm infected, but make sure you get infected today. You definitely want to get infected. Papasolio.com for all that awesome shit. Get infected now. Speaking of infected, we got one from Alexandra. I got the name right because no one knows what
the fuck is that?
No one here can read that. That's just ridiculous. That's just a lot of that's pictures. This is hieroglyphs, but we like Alexandra. That's our shit right there. Morning fam, heading over to the gym right now. Gonna smash some back and chesticles. I'm adding that little flair. Before that, gotta share a funny short story with you. My daughter was watching a video on her little device when someone called themselves chubby. She immediately responded with, "You're not chubby, you're fat." I guess she's been getting indirectly exposed to Papa and the Swole variant. She's 5 years old. Even though I laughed my ass off, I told her it's probably not a good idea to use such words in public so mommy doesn't get in trouble. Ha ha ha. Let me tell you, that is awesome. Kids are so raw and unfiltered. You're not chubby, you're fat. Fuck it. I love it. Infected. She is infected. She's infected with the Swole variant. So infected. All right, we got one from our Telegram chat. Anna, I dropped a little line there yesterday. What did everyone smash today? Anna tried out night yoga and I loved it. Are we going to get more classes? And the answer is yes. So remember, whenever you try a class and you like something, make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you're posting in the Facebook group. You're posting in the discussion boards on swolenormousx.com. You're dropping in the Telegram chat. You're commenting below the video on swolenormousx. So let us know what you like. And if you enjoy a class, which most of you will enjoy most of the classes, if not all of them, but make sure you drop a comment because we're always adding new classes. And if everyone's like, we love bedtime yoga, it's actually called bedtime yoga on the site, we'll drop some more classes. So absolutely. How many of you have tried the bedtime yoga in swolenormousx? So I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I love this post too. Fucking, let's get what's in the box here. We got one from our Chad, our very own Chad. And I think we decided that we're going to, I think we decided a Chadwick, right?
What's in the box?
I think we decided we're going to call him, his name's Chadwick now. I think we did that a week or two ago. So Chadwick. So he wrote Chad, but your name's Chadwick now. So very proper, right? No, you can't everyone loves a Chadwick. The gym is where the gains are made. Just crushed a pull day with a 160-pound band and black diamond yoga workout. When I started in January, I could barely do a bed flex workout. What are these? I don't know what these are. What these workouts are. Without running out of strength coming back from a hernia surgery due to letting myself get so out of shape. You truly never know what the body has until you push it and train. The sky is the limit. Go to the fucking gym. 160 pounds off since January 26th. God damn, dude. Weight loss is slowing down, but the measurements are telling the ultimate tale at this point. As they are getting better every day. The power of meat can't be beat for getting those gains. Look at you, Bill Shakespeare over here. Ribeye almost every day with liver supplements. That's fucking awesome. I love it. And look at that. No excuses, right? No excuses. Got the little mat right next to the truck. That is amazing. Fucking amazing. Chadwick, keep posting these. Keep posting that shit. All right. Any excuses? Anyone? Anyone else got excuses? I don't think so. Anyone? Oh, but I'm driving all the time. I'm in a truck and blah, blah, blah. Look at this shit. Just pulled it out, got the mat, got the band, got the bar, got all the stuff to do to get this fucking shit done. Again, if you're traveling in a truck, we talked about this, get a kettlebell. Just, you can you're pulling like how many tons in those trucks. I mean, you can put in a 30 or 40, 50 pound kettlebell and plus in there and you get your bands, all that stuff. It's brilliant. Fan-fucking-tastic. Keep crushing it, dude. Absolutely amazing. Swole fam getting it no matter where they are. No fucking excuses. None. No excuses. Speaking of no excuses, El Superman Pedro from the Telegram chat, working on Upper Expansion 1. Got some gorillas and American flag. Here's a little extra one for you. Just going to throw this out there and feel free to throw it right back, but damn, extended high planks suck. Indeed. Indeed, they suck so good. They suck so good. Jen hath been smashing as well. Today is Push Delta. Going to do it later in the day, though. I have work orders to finish up this afternoon. Fine. But as long as you get it done, I'll let it slide. And we got a post from Mike. Ooh, we got a nice one. I feel like this one, I see a Tainty Magooch and a 7 pillars in there. I think it's going to be a juicy post. All right, Mike writes, okay, fam, cue the music, the marching band, and the fireworks. Mike has a big announcement. All right, let's see what we got here.
Because.
Now that you're all on the edge of your seats, here it is. My nips are rock hard too, by the way. I'm excited. It's my 2-year Swole-iversary. Heyo! 2 years in the Swole fam. Thank you. Okay, you can all settle down now. I'm honestly surprised on how fast time has gone by, but at the same time, I still feel like I'm barely getting started on the fitness marathon. Hopefully, you're not sick of me because I have no plans on going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not always active in the group, and the timing of the podcasts has me missing them lately, but not to worry. I'm no Tainty Magooch, and I'm still here getting my shit done. Obviously, I have a big thank you to Papa Swolio. This is a very impressive platform, and I've learned a ton since I've started, and will continue to do so. Looking back, it's crazy to think how simple the concept of the 7 pillars is, but how difficult it can be without the support of like-minded people. So here's a thank you to the fam for helping form the dedication we all have here. I wake up every day now looking forward to doing something, whether it's resistance training, yoga, mobility, you name it. The foundation has been built and I will continue to build on top of it. Here's to another year, fam, and I'm going to enjoy seeing where we go from here. Keep doing what you do, fam. Hashtag Swole fam. Go to the fucking gym. Swole privilege and fuck your resolutions. Hadouken! Mike, what a great post. Happy Swole-iversary to you as well, my friend. Been crushing it. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for sharing. I really do enjoy, and I think we all appreciate when our fellow Swole fam shares these posts, because a lot of times it just underscores what we're thinking every day. And we're all here together. We're all crushing it. And as much as being here on the podcast every day and posting and chatting with all of you helps you all out, it helps me as well. We are the Swole fam. We are the Swole fam. Hashtag Swole fam. Hashtag sick fucking gains every goddamn day. So here's to another year, Mike. Cheers. Yeah, cheers to Mike. To Mike. Oh. More gorillas to Mike.
The little rascal has spirit.
And we got 2 more awesome posts. We got another one. What did everyone smash today? What did you smash, Steven? Just crushed chest and back? Oh. Indeed you have. Good. I did chest and back yesterday too. Fantastic workout too. Terry, final post. I got to the gym 4 times this week, which is a milestone of sorts. The Total Body Ignite is an excellent workout. It's very complete and rigorous. I like the good soreness in my muscles. I tried doing an incline prone press today. Are there any alternatives? I was even using a very light weight. It must be a very small muscle group. I can use a jammer machine with heavier weight, but it seems the prone press is inordinately difficult for some reason. Well, cheers to you trying something new and challenging. A jammer machine is not what you want to use because you definitely need the tension, gravity from these exercises, and you can do it without weight. Now, an incline prone press, I don't know how you did it, but you can increase the incline. So go higher and go lighter. Either use 2.5 pound plates or 2.5 pound dumbbells. You can even just use your hands. So a couple ways to make it less challenging or to make it more doable, executable with good form. Increase the incline and decrease the weight. All right. You always want to decrease the incline slowly before you add weight. So let's say you're doing 5 pounds on a higher incline. You lower the incline and then drop the weight. Okay. Then you drop the weight to 1 pound or 2 pounds or 2.5 pounds. And then as you get stronger, then you can, maybe when you're around like 45 degrees, that would be a good a good place just to kind of sit there, but you can always adjust. So as you go higher with the incline, it'll be a little bit easier, but then it becomes more and more of an anterior deltoid press, but just a slight angle is plenty. So you don't need to go heavy at all. And even without weight is perfect. So don't even use weights. I don't know how much you did, but if you want to follow up, I don't know if you're watching live, Terry, but if you have more context, you definitely don't want to go too heavy. If you're using something like 10 pounds for a prone press, you're going way too heavy and your form is going to be slacking. So anyone that says, oh, I do 10 pounds, you're probably not doing it right because I don't use 10 pounds for prone press. Anyone in their right fucking mind probably isn't unless you're a pro bodybuilder or something, or you're absolutely just yoked out of your mind. It's and even honestly, a lot of people that are very big and muscular, remember your arms are going to be stronger and bigger and more weight. It's just a very hard move. And if you don't have proper shoulder balance, it's really hard to execute that no matter how much muscle mass you have because there's more tension. You use 10 pounds? I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, Terry. I knew it. Mahalo Papa Swole, what muscles does a prone press work? It works the posterior rotator cuff and also your middle and lower trapezius. So as you're pressing, it hits the rhomboids as well, but it's really more strenuous on the posterior rotator cuff because as you're doing the prone press, your posterior rotator cuff is actively resisting internal rotation. So it's the external rotation, it's the infraspinatus and the teres minor that are getting really hit hard on that one, which is great for stabilizing your posterior rotator cuff, but also the rhomboids, major and minor, and your middle and lower trapezius. So 10 pounds, bro, you better go down to like 2.5 pounds. Nowhere close to 10 pounds. I only maybe use 5 pounds when I do prone press. You can also do them. You can also do it with, you can also do it standing up. So if you have a band coming from the front, resistance bands, you just grab not the handles, but you can just grab the bands themselves without clipping on there and then press and pull your shoulders back and kind of do a standing prone press. It's not a prone press, but the standing resisted posterior press, you can call it. Papa Swole posterior press or something. We'll call it. I'll make a nice name for it. Papa Swole's nuclear press. Yeah, just make up fucking names for existing exercise. That's the best part. That's the fucking best part. Just rebrand it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Stealing it. Stealing it. Yeah, you could do it with bands. That's a great way to do it. Very, very light. Very, very light with the band too. Very, very light with the band. All right, let's take some questions. If you got questions, you could drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. Let's get that knowledge cock going. We'll take a few questions. Got one from Instagram. Let's see what we got here. That lad with long hair. Kudos. That lad with long hair. Reminds me of myself. Would you have ACL surgery if you tore it? Probably. Probably. Those things, it depends on the tear, by the way. Of course, the ligaments heal very, very poorly. So if you have a partial tear or a light tear, if you're doing proper mobility and, plenty of collagen and rest and like therapy, you might be able to strengthen it up enough and get some more blood flow. They just get very poor blood flow. Ligaments and tendons get less, more poor blood flow. Ligaments more so. So if you have like a full tear, you're going to have it reattached. But there's different grades for ligament tears. So if it's a slight one, like you tweak it, it'll heal. It'll just take a longer time to heal, but you want to make sure you're strengthening the joint and stuff around it. But of course, if you tear it completely off, I believe that's a grade 3 tear. Yeah, you're going to have it reattached. So I would refer to your orthopedist for that. Would I? No. Just fucking swing on you. It's just, who cares? You don't need ligaments down there. Just a ball and socket. Just a fucking ball and socket. Get an extra shoulder for you. Stephen Coe, slightly off topic. As much as I love training weights, I also dry fire daily for a few minutes. How often do you train with firearms? I want to be training more. I'm actually like in a couple of weeks going and doing some longer range work, handgun and rifle work. But dry firing regularly, doing stuff like that, like a few minutes a day is great. We actually have a target up in our living room just for dry fire. But going to the range, I think a good consistent pacing, because it does get expensive, but that's why it's good to have something like a 22. Even though you don't get the same kick, it's good just to shoot off rounds at like 8, 9, 10 cents a round rather than spending, $80 on ammunition going through a couple boxes of 9. So, but of course, whatever you're carrying, you want to practice with what you're carrying. So there's a bunch, of course, there's a bunch of different approaches to that, but dry fire is really important. And, remember when you're drawing your weapon, you better have the intent on using it. Like, you're not drawing your weapon unless you're going to use it. So that kind of practice and that time period and that the speed of getting to ready position, that's going to make all the difference. If you're fumbling for 15 seconds, you're already done. So if you have to draw your weapon, the faster, the better. And then, you don't have to necessarily fire live ammo every day, but that kind of practice for the dexterity and the neuromuscular coordination is important. So of course, like anything else, the more practice, the better, but not everyone, it can get expensive and not everyone has access to a range or whatnot, but hells yeah. Hells yeah. All right, let's see. Good question. Trace. Papa Swole, what are some ways to improve grip strength? Whenever I deadlift, I do hanging leg raises, farmer's carries. That's what gives out first. Also, the stretching advice worked. I can reach my ankles now. Fantastic. Well, you're doing a lot what will improve grip strength, but a lot of what people fail with grip strength is they're only working their flexors. They're only working. You have to work your extensors as well. So some things that I like for grip strength that have dramatically improved my grip strength is doing kettlebells, heavy kettlebell swings, even snatches and things like that, because you're getting a lot of like dynamic movement, which really strengthens your grip and your forearms with different types of tension through different ranges of motion. So you get that kind of dynamic grip strength rather than just holding it. You're like whipping a weight through space, and you're getting a lot of different angles. Also, mace bell work. Indian clubs are great. Mace bells are fantastic. So a mace, but the mace bell has like the ball at the end. So you see me swinging those. That is amazing for grip strength. It takes a long time to build that up, but you'll just get that fatigue in your hands and kind of like, because it's smooth, right? It might be a little bit knurled, but when you're swinging through, like after a while, your hand, it just gets in a nice different way, because if you let go, that thing's going to shoot out and fucking break concrete. So those are things that have dramatically improved my grip strength. So kettlebell work, mace bell work, Indian clubs are also awesome, because it sounds like you're doing a lot of other stuff too. But even things like the Therabar and working your extensors are fantastic. Another good way for balancing that out is putting your hands in a bucket of rice. So put your hands in a bucket of rice, and then you're opening and closing and twisting. You could just do this, put them in and then open, put them in and open. So just get like a 5-pound bag of rice, put in a bucket. That's great for forearm strength. I've done videos on that before. I don't know if I have any on the website, but I'll post more of that stuff. Dry rice is great for forearm development. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
That was nice. I know, Falcon. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, Raven, I'm going to be 30, turning 30 in 2 weeks. All right. I want to do something specific for it, kind of like a milestone. What do you recommend? Also, I'll be reaching a nutrition and body milestone this year. I have no idea what you mean. I would treat it like another day. You want to do something specific for it? A milestone. Who cares? Be consistent as fuck. Nail your 7 pillars like you do on the day before. It's arbitrary. Like 30, I mean, it's time just continuously, time just goes. This is just humans' way of creating some kind of reason and logic so we don't go insane with just like, oh, the sun's up, the sun's down. Who cares? Do the same thing you do the day before and the day after and the day before that and the day before that. Like what you do today to crush it, do the same thing on your birthday. Just be consistent. So what? What do you mean a milestone? I have no idea what you mean. Like you want to go and do something ridiculous. I want to run 20 miles because just be consistent. Just my thoughts. Eric, do you like battle ropes? I thought about getting some for the house, but I've never used them. I've used them before. They're okay. I don't have any right now. I have tons of ropes hanging from the tree, but I haven't done battle ropes in a while. But they're pretty good. I mean, it's just cardio. In my opinion, you're better off doing kettlebell and mace bell stuff, but you can do that if you want. It's really whipping it. It's kind of CrossFit-y if you're into that kind of stuff, but depends on what you're after. It can be good for like a burnout or fatigue, or if you're doing like a real short circuit or something like that. But I've used them before. I haven't in a long time, but they're good. They have their place. 10, a 10, very nice. There you go. Jen, a 10, Cerny, a 10, Holly, 8.5, TJ, a 9, 9.5, Trace, thank you, a fucking 10, thank you. Excellent. Excellent. Fantastic. Oh, thank you, Reed. I appreciate it. Been sharing and liking. You should have 1 million subs. YouTube sucks. Yeah, I mean, should I? Should I have 1 million? I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, YouTube definitely sucks. Look, I think if they were distributing it to more people, yeah, more people would like it. It just makes sense. But they want you to pay. They want you to pay for ads. They don't want, but it's not even that. It's not even that. They just really limit new people finding the content. But I appreciate it. You are here, Reed, and everyone that's here is here. So a round of applause to everyone that is here. You're making this possible. Hell yeah. Yeah, battle rope. I mean, battle rope is nothing close to kettlebells. Have you tried a mace bell? I'm just more of a fan of strength rather than just doing like cardio like that. You know? If you use it as like an interval, like really, 10 seconds, do kind of like a Tabata work, but I'm just not a big fan of just, cardiovascular lifting. But it depends, again, like on what you're doing. It could be kind of like an active recovery day. Look, I think all these types of equipment, they're all tools, right? I have tons of equipment that I don't use every workout. I have things that just sit in here and once in a while, but when you want them, they're there. Jarella, I've read that battle rope is bad for your shoulders. I disagree. I don't think it's bad for your shoulders. If you have bad shoulders and if you have balanced shoulders, if you don't have any existing joint issues, if you're practicing mobility, you're not going to have a problem with most things. So most people are internally rotated. Most people are unhealthy and jacked up. So most things are bad. Most things are bad for most people. Even going out and just getting sunlight is bad for a lot of people. If you go out at 1 o'clock and you never get sun, you'll get roasted, and they're eating crappy food. So it definitely negatively affects their body's ability to absorb sun rays. It's just most people are banged up. So understand that when you have these things like, oh, I heard it's bad for this, or people that eat this, it's bad for this, bad for that. Most people have a terrible canvas. They have a terrible foundation for doing any of these things. So that's when you do studies, when you read these studies or survey says this or studies say that, well, they're doing a study with who the fuck does these studies? It's usually unhealthy people or people that are just trying to get a $50 gift card to fucking Chili's or something. Like you're surveying or you're testing or you're doing a sample size of people that are most of the time metabolically unhealthy because few people actually eat and live like human beings. So the sample population's usually a bunch of unhealthy fucking people. So just keep that in mind as well. Artist, I bought kettlebells for the house, 5 to 20 pounds. You have a 5-pound kettlebell? That's like a cock ring. What the fuck what does a 5-pound kettlebell look like? I think that's like a cock ring. I didn't know they made 5 pounds. Or is it 5 kilograms and it's actually like 12 pounds? Are you sure it's pounds or kilograms? Yeah, I think you're going to be able to go for a dude. You're going to want to go heavier than that. Or do you mean kilograms? If you mean kilograms, that makes sense. But if you are a dude, like if you want to pick a starting weight for a kettlebell for a man that like has, some kind of like, capacity lifting, a 16-pound kettlebell, a 16 kilogram. So 35-pound kettlebell. Dudes should be starting with like a 35 to a 53 pounder. So that's a 16 to 24 kilograms. And of course, like certain exercises, like you don't want to just jump to the 53 pounder, but a 35 pounder, a 16 kilogram, that's a good place for a dude to start. Ladies a little bit lighter. But a 5-pound kettlebell? I think it's a cock ring. Who dis guy? Who is this guy? Papa Swole, I still deal with muscle imbalances such as rounded shoulders, anterior pelvic tilt, and more due to being on a computer all day. Any plans for a section for corrective exercise in Swole X? We have tons of them. We actually have I don't know have you been in the site? Have you checked out in the program vault? We have a complete shoulder awareness series, which is literally pure shoulder corrective exercise. So you got all that. Anterior pelvic tilt. We have tons of glute activation exercise. We have master classes on that. Check out also the most recent ankle mobility masterclass. That's a great place to start. But for upper body, for upper cross, absolutely focus on try the shoulder awareness program inside the program vault. So yeah, we're going to be adding a lot more stuff for all that, but there's a ton in there already. So check that out, this guy. Check it out. Definitely for the anterior pelvic tilt. And of course, check out all the, for anterior pelvic tilt, make sure you're checking out the ankle mobility. It's actually ankle and like hip mobility. Check out all the glute activation master classes in there. I believe there's some in there. And also the glute activation exercises in the instructional video library, as well as the hips and twists yoga classes. All those hip yoga classes are fantastic. Good question, but we got a lot there. And yeah, we'll have more. Leo Lee the Cat. Which workout do you enjoy the most? Yes, all of them. It's not about enjoying them. It's about doing what needs to get done. I just love challenging my body and exercising and lifting. I love them all. I love them all. Luis Aguirre 05. How do I bulk correctly? I just started working out. Focus on eating quality foods. So check out my content, the elimination diet. You bulk correctly by getting insufficient protein and then slowly increasing your calories over time as you train properly. But that doesn't supersede eating quality foods, getting proper sleep, training hard enough. So all those things are important. There are many ways to do it, but a lot of people just say, just get more calories. It's not just about the macros, it's about the micronutrients. So make sure you're learning about food quality and all the other fundamentals of the 7 pillars. So Lewis, if you are watching this or listening to this, download your copy of the 7 pillars on swolenormousx.com and really get that foundation in there. So you're not just like sucking down weight gainer shakes and doing all that shit. All right. Felipe. I'm saying Felipe because Felipe Coronel, Mick Oronel. Whatever. Cheat meals in weight gaining phases, how to avoid fat and still enjoy life. Fuck cheat meals. Cheat meals are bullshit. If you were doing what you should be doing, you wouldn't call it a cheat. Why are you cheating? Why are you eating shit that you shouldn't be eating? That's a fucking excuse, and people are addicted to garbage foods and trying to justify eating shit that just gives them instant gratification rather than eating for being a human. So fuck cheat meals. I think that's nonsense. How to avoid getting fat and still enjoy life. One has nothing to do with the other. You're eating healthy, you're living well, you feel great, you feel fantastic, you're sleeping well, you have tons of energy. Tell me how you're not going to enjoy life. Yeah, fuck that shit. There you go. That's a Tainty Magooch talk. Tainty Magooch talk.
Come on, stop whining.
Tainty Magooch talk. Tainty Magooch talk. Renninger Moose, what's the most complex dish you cook? My God, I don't know, a steak. I eat raw liver, so I literally don't even cook a lot of stuff. What? Steak. I put Celtic sea salt on it. I cook it in beef tallow. Done. That's the most complex dish I cook. I would say I eat raw honey, like I open the container and I eat it. James, what do you recommend for swelling? I'm diabetic and have some swelling issues. I use turmeric and garlic in my cooking. As they say, it helps, but at the end of a workday, my feet and sometimes legs are swollen at the end of work, making workouts sometimes difficult. Like I couldn't tell you, I don't use turmeric or garlic or any of that stuff. I'm not sure what you're eating, bro. Your hydration. Are you standing a lot? I know sometimes people use those compression socks. Have you ever tried cold therapy, James? I'm not a doctor. Let me just clarify that. Not like James thinks I am. You know, he's part of the fam. So yeah, I mean, for one thing that I found amazing is doing cold therapy, because we got a cold plunge recently, like about a month or so ago. Mama Swole had, you know, when you're at that time of the month, you get like that swelling and cramping. A lot of women put a heating pad on that stuff, but that's really just going to bring more blood and fluids to the area, because when you're putting a hot pad. But she's been getting in the cold plunge, and it dramatically changed how she felt for the first day or two when she had like that, you know, cramps. So it really helped tremendously. But I would recommend, I mean, have you talked to your doctor? Like, what has your doctor said? So obviously you're going to opt for your doctor because they're going to know more about like what's going on for you specifically. But I do know people, look, I'm just throwing out ideas here. This is not like a diagnosis, of course, but I know a lot of people use compression socks Do you do any kind of like soaks, Epsom salt baths, things of that nature? Cold plunging could help. It could help. Are you doing any kind of elevation later on? Yeah, I'm wondering why, like, aside from anything else. Let me see. Let's get some more feedback. Just some thoughts off the top of my head. Because obviously there's a unique situation there. Like, what else are you eating, bro? I'm just curious because maybe there's something that you're doing that is causing more swelling. Because I've had too much sodium, or if I had too much like things like olives or sauerkraut, I might get some swelling, and that just gives me kind of gas, like cabbage and shit. So I kind of gave up on that. Raven, my ex had type 1 diabetes, and soaking swollen feet in hot and then cold water helped a lot, and a lot of hydration. If it gets bad, a water pill helps. I think you just want to be careful with the water pill too, right? You don't want to be, you don't want to get dehydrated because of course a water pill, where's your body removing water from? You don't want to be dehydrating organs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on where your body is going to be if you're taking a diuretic. But of course, if a doctor's recommending that, that's a whole different conversation. Let's see. Sydney Buckaloo, one of my favorite names on the show. Papa Swole, I just wanted to say that I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and you have more quality information in a more comprehensive way than any place I've looked. I will forever be a Swole Fam member. You've made me a better trainer for my clients. Aw, that's fucking awesome.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Thanks, Sydney. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Glad to hear it. So by the way, those of you that are like saying, hey, will we see any of this type of content? Will we get any more of this? Like, keep on saying that. So I definitely there's obviously so much that can be done at any one time, but we do have some more like major release events coming up. So we announced a bunch of stuff during Back to Swole, like Swolenormous Beauty and things that are going to be launched, like major things. We have a lot of stuff that we're doing with apparel. We have a new design that's almost finished, and then we're going to be getting on the pirate design for the flags. And of course, the Swole Fam and the 7 Pillars flags that I have, like we're going to be getting those up on the site. So there's a lot there that's being worked on. But in terms of training, right now we're focusing on the Papa Swolio's featured pump workouts and the Swole Studio, which we just launched, but a lot more things like corrective, different types of sections and different types of approaches. But, of course, a lot of that is, and some of the other things, it's not just the content. It's like, where are we going to put it? Where is it best organized that everyone's going to be able to find it? So I think what we're going to be doing is having some other content and maybe some live classes or some walkthroughs and stuff like that for people that are, just coming in or have any other questions of where to find content. But just make sure you're commenting in the group and posting up in the fam if you're having any questions about where some of the content's located, because we do have a ton of stuff. And it's easy to overlook something if you're not, Let's see. James, I have the socks and I teach, so I walk around the class a lot. And to other classes, I'm eating the grass-fed bison steak, sweet potatoes mostly, have done the elevation. We'll try cold plunging. The doctor has no clue as to why I'm swelling. I cut out most salt. Well, it depends too on what kind of salt as well. I'm also an amputee as well. Lost a toe due to diabetes. Okay. What about your sleep? Didn't you have issues with sleep too? Sometimes if you're not getting quality sleep, you can get swelling too as well. I think you were telling me that was that you, James? Right? PTSD? We have a lot of conversations here, so apologies if I'm misremembering, but I think you were having from a previous job, right? Working in corrections or something like that. So your sleep, was that you with your sleep was a challenge, which can be a big thing. Fappy Appy, is there a limit to water intake I should consider? I use water to resist being a fat ass, but I could easily crush 2 gallons daily. Usually about half your body weight in ounces is a good starting point. Depends on your exercise. You definitely don't want to overhydrate either. Are you getting in electrolytes? Because if you're not getting enough electrolytes, it can actually be detrimental to drink too much water. Yes, there definitely is a limit. That's going to be individualized though. It depends. So you might not be getting enough electrolytes. So you can get an electrolyte supplement, like pills and stuff you can put in the water. But a good electrolyte supplement is going to have magnesium. It's going to have potassium, sodium. It's going to have like a bunch of different, electrolytes in there. So you just don't want to put like just salt sometimes. You know, your Celtic sea salt can be very good, but it's good to get a lot of the other electrolytes as well. You might want to look into that. And that could be something for you as well, James. Yeah, just keep that in mind and check with your doctor, of course. All right, fam, great questions. Great fucking questions. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Hit that like button if you haven't. Remember, if you're listening on Apple Podcast, make sure you leave a 5-star review. Write a review. We're going to be giving some extra special giveaways and some, some shout outs and some raffles to those of you that are leaving a 5-star review, giving you guys some time to get those in. So make sure you write a review as well so we know who it is and give you a shout out in the pre-roll. So, and also, of course, going to www.thedailyswole.com for all the links to subscribe to the show, listen, all the place to bang your ear holes. We're live right now on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch, on Rumble, on Odyssey. So follow the Daily Swole, all those places. I think it's Swolenormous on Facebook. Wherever you go to that website, go to www.thedailyswole.com, and then you'll have all the, all the links, and you can listen and watch and whatever at your pleasure. At your pleasure. All righty, let's go balls deep.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah.
That's deep.
All right, first shit post. What we got here?
What's in the box?
What do we got? No, I meant to hit the fart sound. All right, let's see what we got here. Doctors lie to fat people. Doctors lie to each other about fat people. I don't think that's true. Doctors don't train to practice with fat bodies and then blame us. They exclude us from trials because it's, quote, dangerous, then give us drugs that aren't effective at our size because nobody bothered to check. Okay, this is just stupid.
Bullshit.
This is nonsense. I don't know any doctors that lie to fat people. I think fat people, often the fat positive nonsense, I think you lie to yourself that you can be healthy and fat. Usually doctors will tell you need to change your lifestyle habits so you can lose weight because you are at high risk, because your body doesn't function as well as it is if it's healthy. So it is dangerous to give obese people experimental drugs in a trial. Are you fucking insane? I think you are. I think you are. You get a Matt Damon. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. We got one from Healthy Fit, PHIT. All right. And this person or this thing, Dr. Lisa. I wonder if it's a real doctor or one of those PhD doctors. This person says they are, at the end it says, I'm calling BS. Well, I'm the BS meter here. Let's see what we got here. Hard truth, the post says. Suggesting that a person's weight gain or body size is a direct result of a lack of discipline is by far the laziest hypothesis ever. No, that's not how hypotheses work. A hypothesis needs to be tested, and you can test the hypothesis. It's not lazy. It's usually factual. A person's weight gain or body size is a lack of discipline. Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. Yeah, fuck yeah, it really is. It really is. Much more often than not, it's a lack of fucking discipline. Do you even know what discipline is, Dr. Lisa? Do you even know what discipline is? So you're telling me that this person is following the 7 pillars every day, focusing on food quality, training regularly, several times a week with resistance training. They're sleeping well, they're meditating. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it is a direct result of lack of discipline. It's a direct result of eating garbage food all the fucking time and being a lazy fuck. It's absolutely the majority of what's going on. Give me a break. Well, we have extra follow-up. We need this to be explained. So Healthy Fit writes, not only is it lazy, but it is wrong. Nope. Not necessarily. Might not be every single person, but it's often correct, more often than not. First of all, weight gain is not nor should be a consequence of lacking discipline. It is. It shouldn't be, but it is because people lack discipline and they gain weight because they eat shitty food and they have terrible habits. What are you talking about? Discipline is not a requirement for simply living your life. Oh, are your feelings hurt, you cunt? Are your feelings hurt? Discipline is not a requirement for simply living your life. If you're simply living your life stuffing your face with Twinkies and not doing anything and watching Netflix, you're simply living your life. You're just simply living your life like a fat ass. Why do you think you're fat? Because you're mapping towards it. Second of all, it continues. Weight gain can and likely will occur for a plethora of reasons. Just because you use the word plethora doesn't mean you're smart. Some good, some bad, but mostly neutral if you're a pussy. It is a normal part of life, and the sooner we stop treating all weight gain as an early death sentence, the better. Okay, then tell nature to not kill off people that are unnecessarily obese earlier in life. I don't know, change reality, and then, we can talk. So just because you can gain weight for a plethora of reasons, I'll tell you why most of those reasons are. You trash your body, it fucks up your endocrine system like your thyroid, and then it leads to negative outcomes. It will likely happen from eating garbage food and tons of linoleic acid and vegetable oils and processed carbohydrates since you were little, and you gain weight because your parents didn't treat you properly and feed you properly, and the government didn't provide proper education to its citizens throughout brainwashing school. It's a normal part of life to gain weight. Yeah, your body fluctuates moment to moment, day to day, but that's no justification to be 50 or 100 or 200 pounds overweight. So give me a fucking break. Stop being a huge vagine. It's a normal part of life to be obese. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. 5 pounds? You fluctuate. I fluctuate day to day. You're less in the morning after you pee and poop, and then later on, yeah, you're going to fluctuate. That doesn't justify being obese. Give me a break. Shut the fuck up. It continues, insisting that discipline is what keeps you from getting fat, places blame on people for simply existing. All right. The phrase simply existing can literally fuck all the way off. Yourself. This is the biggest victim play ever. Insisting that discipline is what keeps you from, quote, getting fat, places blame on people. No. It assigns responsibility where it belongs. It doesn't place blame. You see this? This is the difference between being a victim. People that are getting fat are not taking responsibility. But instead of saying it's my responsibility, they are outsourcing that to, let's say, someone like me and saying like, he's blaming me. You're not taking responsibility. You're framing it differently, and you're framing it like a victim. So you're getting blamed. Oh my God, stop hurting me. I'm beautiful and perfect just the way I'm, just simply existing. You're existing with boxes of fucking ho-hos, liters of liquid sugar in your house. You're simply existing, watching. Yeah, that's the problem. You're simply existing. That means you're sitting around doing jack shit, watching Netflix and stuffing your fucking face. You shouldn't be simply existing. You should be moving your body, going and getting sunlight, exercising, going for walks, eating real food. I'm simply existing. You're simply sitting around stuffing your fat face. Okay, I can't read through these and then go rip it. I have to do it step by step. I have to, like a fucking surgeon. Every fucking stitch, and fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. There's another sentence or two. It's suggesting that if you could just be better / more strict / more hardworking, you could be thin. And I'm calling BS. It's not about being thin.
Go fuck yourself.
It's not about being thin. It's about being fit and healthy. Okay, again, this is nonsense that's being leveraged as, oh, thin. It's not about being thin. It's about being fit, healthy, muscular, having a physique, having functional muscle mass. It's not about being thin, rail thin, just fucking skinny fat. It's not about that. It's not about that. Okay? If you could just be better, a vague term, define better. More strict, define that. You see all this language that the fat activists use? It's just vague boogeyman talk. It has to be vague. It has to have a moving goalpost because it's never enough. It's never enough. It's never going to be an answer that they like, because the real answer, the real fucking solution is going to take looking in the mirror and realizing that it's your fucking fault and taking responsibility. You can say you're being blamed all you want. It's not going to fix your fucking pancreas. It's not going to fix your diabetes. It's not going to fix your heart disease. It's not going to fix your cancer. It's not going to fix your depression. It's not going to fix your joint pain. It's not going to fix your bloating. It's not going to fix your migraines. It's not going to fix your eczema. It's not going to fix your psoriasis. It's not going to fix these fucking problems. It's not going to fix them.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
All right. Speaking of full retard, let's look at this one. This is a tweet or a twat from, that's why I call old tweets. They're just twats. This is a twat from Fat Fab Feminist on Twitter. And there's a post that says, "This is my issue. When fat people lose weight and then shit on other fat people because, quote, I did it, why can't you? End quote. Screw you." All right. So this is a quote tweet or something. She's sharing a link from Rebel Wilson. I don't even know who that is. I've heard the name. Who is Rebel? I don't even know who that is. Rebel Wilson poses in a swimsuit and tells fans it's never too late to improve yourself. Fact. That sounds inspirational. That sounds like I could do it. You can do it too. It's never too late. Cool. Get off your ass. Reduce your risk for hospitalization from COVID by like 80%. Take care of yourself. It's a good idea. This is my issue. Oh, where do we start, Fat Fab Feminist? When fat people lose weight and then shit on other fat people because I did it, why can't you? They're not shitting. They're inspiring. They're saying, look, I did it. These are the same types of people that get angry at transformation photos. These are the same type of people that get upset when someone else is successful. This is like when you have a friend that has a successful business and then all of a sudden you start getting jealous. That's disgusting. This is jealousy. This is literally like, oh my God, someone hating on someone else's success. It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. It's absolutely fucking pathetic. This is the worst. This is the worst type of person. Fat Fab Feminist continues. Rebel Wilson gained weight with the purpose of using fatness to advance her career and capitalized off of fat stereotypes, making our bodies the butt of every joke, just as long as it was convenient for her, and now says it's never too late to improve yourself. Absolutely vile. All right, so maybe she did. Okay, I mean, look, there's a lot of grifters. Maybe Rebel Wilson's one of those grifters. I don't even know who the fuck that is. If she gained weight to use fatness to advance her career, I believe it. Guess what? Guess who else is using fatness to advance her career? Do you think someone with a handle Fat Fab Feminist? Maybe that person is using fatness to advance her career. Huh. The hypocrisy is fucking real.
Matt Damon.
Interesting. It's called a grifter. They are abound on Twitter. In today's day and age, everywhere. Everyone's a fucking grifter jumping on whatever hashtag or trend, putting rainbow flags, BLM, pronouns in their fucking bio, and all of a sudden you're like, I don't know, king of the fucking mountain. All of a sudden you're a virtuous person that is valuable in society. I disagree. I think we got another part to this. Oh my God, there's a caption. I guess she shared this shitstorm on
Sell crazy
on
someplace
Instagram.
else. We're all stocked up here.
Why? You don't have to agree with me. Oh, that. Whew. All right.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's a relief. You don't have to agree with me, but you have no right to tell me I am not allowed to be upset. No one's telling you that. You're defending your right to be upset, and no one's saying that. You have the right to do whatever you want. You have the right to play the victim. You have a right to be a huge pussy. I have the right to call you that. I have the right to address it as it is. You can be upset. It is Twitter after all. Look, you have nothing. You have no ground to stand on. I mean, you have a lot of ground to stand on. You're taking up a lot of ground. Let me clarify there. Acreage. You're allowed to be whatever you want. It's just a waste of your time, and it's a waste of everyone else's intellect. You're just bringing down society with this bullshit. This before and after rhetoric of the frumpy, sad fat who just needed to take care of herself to transform into this beautiful, amazing version of herself is fatphobic. Of course it is. Can you capitalize a fucking letter at the front of a sentence, you goddamn fucking jabroni?
Matt Damon.
Can you capitalize a letter? I'm sorry, hashtag grammar, or is that white supremacy too? Is that colonizing language? A capital letter? How dare you use a capital letter? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? You're colonizing my sentences. Do whatever you want with your body, but being in the public eye means that your words have repercussions. Her whole career was one big fat joke. Then she goes and talks about how she improved herself and how you could too, you could too. But being fat doesn't make you broken. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't, unless you break a chair. You do not need fixing. Oh, you're wonderful and beautiful just the way you are. Yes, you get a cookie and you're such a good girl. This narrative is damaging and hurtful, and I am allowed to feel disappointed. You're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. Unfortunately, we have to hear about it. Unfortunately, you have the ability to complain online rather than take personal responsibility and improve your life. If that's the way you want to live, if you just want to whine and bitch and moan on Twitter all day and Instagram, you have that right. It's a free country for now, kind of. But it's pretty sad. It's pretty fucking sad. It's pretty fucking sad.
I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
Jesus fucking Christ, is it your face? Okay, that be... yeah. All right, let's get in. There's a really long post. We gotta save that one. We got some good shit for the next couple days. My God, these are epic. These are super. We don't have time for those. We got a video. I think this is gonna be a great one to finish up with because it's Tainty Tuesday. That's a fucking hell of a magooch, right? What a magooch. What a fucking magooch. Am I right or am I right?
You make me happy.
Holy shit. Am I right or am I right? What a fucking magooch. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got a video. Let's get some Dookie in the comments. Are you ready? Let's get some Dookie. Who wants this? Come on, who wants it? Who wants
Shampoo
it?
my
Let's
crotch.
go. Who wants it?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Tainty magooch.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, hashtag Tainty magooch, Tainty magooch. Don't be a bish, don't be a boosh, and you'll end up like Tainty magooch. All right, we got one video, and this is called, oh my God, oh, Jesus Christ. This is called Don't Assume My Gender.
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Oh my God. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Don't assume my gender.
What's in the box?
God damn it.
Why does it matter?
Oh, it doesn't matter to you. But to me, I'm a male. Okay?
Okay.
So, what are you? So I can call you a sir or ma'am. What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
I assume that you're a man. Okay? Okay?
Thank you. Whatever.
Is this a joke? Oh, that has to be a joke. That has to be a joke.
Matt Damon.
Wait, hold on. We got to do that again. I need to read that for people that are just listening to the podcast. We'll do it one more time. Oh my God. Oh my, that has to be a joke. Oh my God. I did not expect that. Oh my God. I don't watch these first if you haven't noticed. Okay, so I don't know what the context of this is. I would love more it's a fast food restaurant. So I guess this guy, if this wasn't like a setup, if this wasn't like a scene, maybe this guy like brought food out to her car or said something or obviously misgendered her. So this is on the screen. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but here's the thing. This is a short video. We don't have full context. So you can't blame we only see what we see. So this is not like, there's obviously more to it than this. So on the text on the screen at the beginning, it says trans people deal with discrimination every day. It's also not true. Okay. Today, this happened to me. The staff saw my name on my credit card and chose to be aggressively transphobic. #transgender. Okay. So maybe this was, here's the thing, saw my name on my credit card. So the name is probably a man's name because obvious reasons, and probably thought it was credit card fraud. I'm assuming that's probably what happened. It was probably something credit card fraud, like you're wearing a wig, right? It probably said, I don't know, Evan or something. You're like, why is there like, if you're If they saw your name on your credit card and then were curious, like see the guy recording too, the guy is recording smart. And then it says the text changed, I think. No, that's all it said. Okay, let's watch it one more time.
Why does it matter?
Oh, it doesn't matter to you. But to me, I'm a male.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So, what are you? So I can call you sir or ma'am. What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
All right, so this is okay. Let's stop it right there. This is definitely a setup. I don't know what the context is. I'm assuming it was confirmation of a name because the name is probably a male name, rightfully so, because you saw the way that you saw the person at the end. But if it's a credit card, it could just be for a fraud, because there's credit card fraud all the time. People steal cards and blah, blah, blah. So if you're using a card and it doesn't match, if I have a card that says Susie, and be like, maybe I jacked Susie's card. That's not like, it's not rare. It'd be like, hey, can I identification to match with the credit card? That way they don't know if someone jacked someone's credit card. Yeah. All right. But when someone like that is saying, what would you assume? That's baiting. That's baiting, like looking for a conflict. So here's the problem I have with this video. When you say trans people deal with discrimination every day, this person is looking for it. Okay. This person is asking for it. What would you assume? Or are you serious? Why are you creating more conflict? You're creating discrimination. You're asking for the conflict. So no sympathy whatsoever. This is just literally someone asking for conflict because you look like, you look like a dude.
But to me, I'm a male.
Just saying. It's not to be rude. It's just a fact.
Okay.
Like that's why males are males and women are women.
Sir or ma'am? What
you
are
look different.
What would you assume looking at me?
I almost feel like this has to be a joke. What would you assume looking at me? Yeah, I don't know about that.
What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
I assume that you're a man.
Okay. She asked.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anyone else think that he's wrong? Not being rude. I'm just like, this person asked for it. Like the guy was like, that's Jesus Christ. Seriously, when you're asking the dude, you're putting him on the spot. Like the guy's asking, right?
Matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter to you. But to me, I'm a male. Okay?
Okay.
So, what are you? So I can call you sir or ma'am. What are you?
He's asking. What are you? I can call you sir or ma'am.
What would you assume looking at me?
What are you?
He's asking, what are you? What would you like me to call you, sir or ma'am?
What would you assume looking at me?
What would you assume looking at me? So he has two choices, the obvious one, and then the one that's going to go against his common sense and his integrity.
I assume that you're a man. Okay? Okay?
Jesus Christ.
Thank you. Whatever.
Okay. He asked. We don't, and look, here's another thing. I'm not trolling anyone who's trans. Look, right? But when you're looking for conflict, that's why this is balls deep. When you're looking, ironically, right? Very balls deep. When you're looking for conflict, you're going to get it if you're looking for it. That's why Twitter and TikTok, all these fucking apps, they instigate this kind of, vitriol. Like this is what you're looking for. If you're asking the man and you're a dude and you're wearing you're wearing women's clothing, it doesn't make you a woman. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Chromosomes matter. Oh, that's a great shirt. Chromosomes matter. But of course, how you live your life is not, but this guy was trying to be like, hey, what should I call you? Just what should I call you? What would you assume looking at me? No, that's not the question. What should I call you? What would you assume? Then I'm going to fucking tell you. Don't look for conflict or you're going to fucking get it. Makes for a good TikTok. I'm sure it I'm sure it went viral, and I'm sure that you're going to have a lot of Yas Queen in the comments and all that shit. So he did not know how to address her. And we don't have the full context as to why it got to this point, because obviously it got to this point and they were both recording. So there was something that went on before. But again, you know, they saw the credit card. They were probably wondering, did this person steal someone's credit card? Just kind of makes sense. All right. Some thoughts. Remember, we're about freedom on the Daily Swole. We're about fucking freedom. You live your life. You live your life how you want to live your life, but don't expect... You live your life how you want to live your life. We're fine with it, but you need to use common sense and logic, all right? If you're asking for it, you're going to get it. If you're asking for it, you're going to get it. You could be a tainty magooch. I don't care what you got between your legs or what you think you are. You could be a tainty magooch. All right? Straight up. Okay. Let's, where are we? We got a Swole card to give away. I think we know where today's Swole card's going because it was just fucking awesome. I laughed my ass off, and what a great start. Let's give a nice round of applause. Today's fucking Swole card. Fam, let's give it up for Alexandra's fucking daughter. Can we get a little hell fucking yeah? Let's read this post again in case you missed it, but this needs to go to Alexandra's daughter. So Alexandra, we're mailing out a bunch of brand new Swole cards. We are doing a big batch. So if you can email us right now, we might be able to get it out in time. So send us an email, support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 1978 in the subject, and your mailing address in the bio of the email. This post was fucking hysterical. So, daughter was watching a video on her little device when someone called themselves chubby. She immediately responded with, "You're not chubby, you're fat." I guess she's been getting indirectly exposed to Papa and the Swole variant. She's 5 years old. Even though I laughed my ass off, told her it's probably not a good idea to use such words in public so mommy doesn't get in trouble. Fucking hilarious. You're raising a good one. Kids are so uncensored. Oh my God. So send us that email. Congratulations on the Swole card and raising a logical daughter that is very unfiltered. Good luck with that. Sounds like you got your hands full. Yikes, right? Yikes. All right, fam, let's enjoy the rest of the day. Tainty Tuesday. Go enjoy all the new releases. Swole Studio. How many of you have tried the new Swole Studio releases inside Swolenormous X? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. And remember, for Fuck Your Resolution specials, remember, you can use a special code. Get an extra $10 off when you join the fam unlimited memberships for Fuck Your Resolutions. Use code FYR10. So if you go to the membership page and you see those specials, drop that code for $10 off your sign up. A little bit extra sauce for your pasta, but watch out for that gluten, fam. All right, check that out. And we got tons of fucking recipes. We got full workouts, hundreds of yoga classes. I can't even tell you everything you get inside Unlimited. It's fire. Fuck Your Resolution. Save up to 37% off on unlimited memberships, swolenormousx.com. And remember, use code FYR10 for an extra $10 off your sign up. It is the bee's knees, the knits tits. That being said, I'll see you all in Swole Text and the Telegram chat. Go enjoy yesterday's accountability meeting. The new releases, fucking awesome. Let's nut this beesh. Falcon, take us on a ride.
You know the thing about a shark, he said? His lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eye.
Boom shakalaka!
This is Milford Cubicle.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Your father was a woman.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
You're insane, Goldmember!
I am the danger.
What's your name, fat body?
Mr. Strickland!
He's heating up!
Crucifixion was good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
All right, fam wise. Dropping some fucking knowledge. Cock. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's Tainty Tuesday, bitches.
What do you mean?
Dodson! Dodson! We got Dodson here!
We choose truth over facts. I got hairy legs.
It's estimated that 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk. You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in and pull and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Little cock piano. Here it comes. With my dick. Nailed it again. Famwise 1978 in the motherfucking bag. 1979 tomorrow. We'll see you right back here on the Mancast. Subscribe, leave a review on Apple Podcast. All that delicious shit. TheDailySwole.com for all the links. And of course, SwoleNormusX.com to join the fam today. Peace, Mageese, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swoleo. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa. My shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.